So today I started back up at the gym for the first time in a really long time. I'm a mid-30s mom. I am more than 50 pounds overweight, and I've had two kids, both C-sections, and I am really excited to actually get my body functioning. Something I heard a lot of as 20-something, which was years ago now for me, was that by the time you're in your 30s, the 30s are great, the 30s are awesome because you're so confident, you don't care what other people think, you're more settled into yourself. And I would just like to say that for some of us, that's not true. To me, the mid-30s, well, the 30s at all, has felt more like junior high. And honestly, if I had enough money to prevent it, I would never go through junior high again. I was really awkward in junior high. At that time, I looked really young for my age, and so people always thought I was in grade school, and it was just a really frustrating, awkward time for me. And I honestly kind of feel like the 30s are the same. In junior high, you're not a kid, but you're not a teenager yet. You're just stuck in between. And when you're in your 30s, you're not a young, hip 20-something anymore. I mean, the young kids that are working at the gyms and the coffee shops and the cool businesses are calling you ma'am, and you're like, excuse me? But then at the same time, people who are significantly older than you, like, they call you, kiddo or whatever, like, there's kind of this idea that, oh, you're still a young person to the people who are old enough to be your parents, but not a young person to the people that you're almost old enough to be their parent, but not quite. And I think that's why a lot of people in their 30s get really obsessed with goals and benchmarks and these things that we think are supposed to happen by our 30s. Because how else are we supposed to define ourselves if we haven't ran a marathon or bought a house or worked our way up in a certain company or shown a lot of, significant self-growth by, oh, I used to think this way, but now I've matured, now I've developed, now I've grown. I am very much in the thick of figuring myself out. And that's a lot of what I want to share with you guys. That process is okay. If you have to take a little time as a mom and figure yourself out, that's fine. You can do it without hurting the other people in your life and having me first mentality. I do have to say, though, it is really, really awesome to go to the gym and work out for the sake of your health and for the sake of what actually works for your lifestyle and your body, as opposed to what you're supposed to look like on the dating market. I love that.